Hi, I'm Allie Cole, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Gary Edwards from BRS Antenna. How are you doing today, Gary?
I'm good. How about you, Ellie?
I'm doing well. So the big question I have for you today is when someone's going out to look for their next job, what are the benefits to the more conventional ways of finding a job where they go on their own versus going and finding a headhunter or recruiter to help?
Well, that's a great question, Allie, and there's a lot of different answers to it. But since a job seeker has plenty of options, the simple answer to your question is finding a job on your own can be a lengthy and daunting task, right? And using a recruiter whose services are free of charge to you can take all the guesswork out of your interview process and significantly speed up the time of landing a new job. So the age-old question really has been, when I'm searching for a new job, how will I find the golden opportunity? Will I open up a newspaper and pilfer through some job ads? Are there even newspaper job ads published these days? I'm guessing in this digital era, you'll likely not see newspaper ads and such, and you're really going to have only three good choices. One, go out onto the job boards, as most job seekers will do and understand these days. Sift through thousands of those jobs and then post your resume to those job boards and sit back and wait for your phone to ring. Option two is networking. This is a pretty good option, but this uses your own contacts within your target hiring companies that you would be interested in working for, to help break down the hiring manager's door. This method can be a good one, but super time consuming, effective depending on how many people and who you know within the company, and at the what level of influence that your contacts have within that company. And then option three is to contact a headhunter who works in your industry, who understands what you do. And of course, if you're lucky, one or more of those headhunters will already be contacting you on a regular basis, and in which case you likely don't have to search for a new job on your own ever again, because the recruiter will keep you on their target list and ask you periodically if you are in need or interested in a dynamite position that they have. So you really get to leverage the recruiter's contacts within the hiring company, and they can represent you, for all of the fantastic positions that you might want to, go after. So there's also other methods of finding a new career and a new job depending on your level of experience and the industries in which you work. But your chances really diminish without an inside contact in a company, or an inside contact such as a hiring manager. So think of it like this. The headhunter has an established relationship with their clients, and these clients might just be your new employer. Therefore, with the help of a recruiter, their coaching, and the value that the headhunter brings to you and their client, this can be a real asset to you. So think of it like that. You're either working on your own using conventional methods, or a recruiter can certainly be helpful. Think about who you're interfacing with when submitting your resume on a job board or a social media site or on a resume portal. Your resume and your application typically aren't manned by a human being. They typically go into an unmanned electronic database, or sometimes just into a black hole, never to be seen again, unless a human being searches this database or this black hole. And oftentimes, even when a real life person searches this database, they aren't the hiring manager or a super technical person at all, even possibly a human resources manager who somewhat knows the industry of the company that they work for, but nonetheless, you might still be overlooked since this person is just using keywords to try and identify the best candidate for the job, to try to find your resume. And if all of the right keywords aren't keyed into this database or included on your resume even, you're never going to be contacted because no one will really know you exist. Finding the right job these days without knowing the hiring manager or networking efficiently isn't easy. But with the help of a good headhunter, I think they can significantly improve your chances of being hired. And of course, the headhunter will help you make the first contact with the hiring manager. He or she will coach you throughout the entire interview process, educate you on what the hiring manager wants from a new hire, then prepare you to deliver the goods during your interview. I call this information ammunition, and which makes perfect sense. You'll then have inside knowledge about the company, about their team, about the managers and their pet peeves, and you'll have information that other candidates just won't have. Therefore, your chances of being hired for the job is probably about 50% greater than others. And I guess my last bit of advice when seeking a new job, whether you're using a recruiter, headhunter, whatever you wish to call us, or search on your own, is don't ever blast your resume out to dozens of hiring companies, headhunters, and human resources professionals unless you're very well qualified, at least 80% qualified for the job you're going after, or you're just going to gain a reputation of a person who isn't respectful of others' time and won't likely land you the interview, which is your ultimate goal here. So don't just blatantly throw your resume out for any job. Make certain that you're qualified, well qualified for it, and your chances, of course, are much, much better. So strategically, share your resume and submit applications only for positions that you're qualified for. Be sure that your resume clearly reflects your applicable skills before you upload it to the site or send it to the recruiter or hand it to your friend who already works at the company that you're targeting. And that's my best advice. I hope these tips will help you find the perfect opportunity.
Well, as always, I feel like I've learned so much from talking to you, and it just sounds like it really helps you to get your foot in the door, and not only get your foot in the door, but also know what to say when you get there, having someone help you along the process.
I agree. If I can be of assistance, please let me know, but that's my philosophy moving forward.
Well, it's great talking to you. Have a great rest of your day.
Same here, Allie. Thanks for your time.